Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make your very own wooden house. I have also designed the interior for you, which you'll get a much better look at later. Here are all of the materials that you will need to make your house. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those materials and enough of them as well. And now that we have all of our stuff, we can get started. So the first thing that we have to do in making our house is place a row of 8 oak wood on top of each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We then want to extend that row of 8 to the left by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We then want to extend that 7th block backwards by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we can extend it across and we can join it back to where we very first started. So we should have something which should look like this, which looks a little bit peculiar. So what you may like to do is take each one of the corners of the build and extend them downwards. This is going to make up a good portion of the shape of the house, and sometimes it's just easier to visualize how the house is going to be laid out if we do turn these floating rows into solid shape. So what we should have is kind of like a table looking shape, although it wouldn't be a very good table as it has no top. But what we can then do from here is, on the front and back of the build, we can take the width of the house and we can add a row of oak planks on top of it. And then again, and again, until eventually we give ourselves a little pyramid shape here. The apex of the pyramid is indeed supposed to be 2 rows wide, just in case you are wondering. On the back of the house, we want to do the same thing, so we want to add rows of oak wood planks that slowly shrink until we create what is going to be the shape of the roof, which we can even outline a little bit. The shape of the roof is going to be rather simple. It's going to be made out of spruce wood stairs, and the spruce wood stairs are basically just going to sit on the outer parts of the pyramids that we have basically just made. They'll flow down the roof, they'll sit on the side of the actual frame of the house just like this, and the roof will also overhang the front of the house by 1 as well on both sides. And in addition to this, the roof will also have upside down spruce wood stairs underneath the overhanging part of those stairs, and it will get extended backwards over here towards the back of the build. And it's also going to go in a few different directions as well. As a matter of fact, when it comes to the back of the build, it may be a little bit different. I'm going to have to whip up the plans for that. But actually, no, it's not different on the back of the build at all on the second level. But on the back of the house later on, we will be adding a porch, which is going to be very exciting, which is a little bit more roof building, which is why I have opted to build the roof rather early in this house's construction, because we do actually have quite a few of them to make. There's 4 roofs in total. Not all of them are as big as this one, of course, but this one is a pretty decent size, and a couple of the others are too. So let's just continue to add this roof. We want to make sure that it overhangs on the back of the house by 1 row like this. And we will have something that looks pretty spectacular. There we go. That is looking pretty good. So we now have a full solid spruce wood roof. So what do you want to do next? I would recommend this. Fill in the sides of the house using oak wood planks. Is it going to mean that the house is blank? Does it mean that the house has no roof, has no doors, it has no windows, it has no nothing? No, but it is very much easier, I think, to detail the house once we have just completely filled in the walls using oak. I find it much easier to sculpt the windows if we actually have something to sculpt out of, rather than just like a big empty void. So we'll just completely fill it in, and then we will add a key feature to the house. The house has a couple of key features, but my favorite part is kind of like the porch slash decking slash way that you would get to the second floor feature, which you're going to see. It has a staircase on the outside of the house. I do have an internal staircase as well, but I like to give you options. So this is what we should have. A very, very simple outline. As a matter of fact, it's about as simple as a house can get. So what we're now going to do is come to the bottom front right hand corner of the front of your house, specifically the front, and we're going to place a row of 3, 1, 2, 3 oak wood planks extending out of that bottom front right hand corner. We then want to place 3 spruce wood stairs extending left, 1, 2, 3. We want to place an oak plank left of that. We then want to use oak slabs, and we want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extending outwards. Place an oak plank on the end, and then place 5 more oak wood slabs extending backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I then want you to place an oak wood plank on the end and extend upwards by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then backwards by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we are simply just going to connect to the house. Underneath this area entirely, you can just kind of like fill in all underneath the floating oak wood area, just completely fill it in using oak planks. We are going to have windows, but we're going to mass produce those for a lack of a better term later. The porch wants to be filled in using spruce wood planks. So we're just going to fill the entire area in using spruce wood. Underneath the stairs as well, or at least where the stairs are going to be, because we're actually going to be able to access them. I want you to grab your spruce stairs, and where the oak planks sort of begin here, I want you to place a row of spruce wood stairs, extending upwards towards the second floor of the house. The spruce wood stairs will be even and level with where the oak planks are on the sides. We're then going to have a row of spruce wood planks here at the top as well. We're going to place spruce fence extending around the top of the oak planks that we have on the side and the oak slabs that we have on the side, and we'll just have something which should look like this. Now, when it comes to the back of the house, we also have some detail to add here too. As I mentioned later, it's kind of got like a nice little back porch area, and we're going to take the back corner of the house, extend it outwards by 3, 1, 2, 3. We're then going to extend it to the right by 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Join it back to the build using spruce stairs, and then place spruce planks behind the stairs like this. We're then going to place spruce fence on top of the oak planks like so. And then in the ground here, we are going to simply place, say, like 1, 2, 3 oak. We're going to destroy a row of 3, and then we're going to place some oak planks in here, and then a little bit of spruce fence, just like this. What are we going to do when it comes to the rest of the back of the house here? Well, I want to make a bit of an overhang. I want to take the corner here, the spruce fence here on the corner, and the end here. I want to raise them each upwards, and I want to place a row of spruce wood stairs that kind of sits on the far end here and extends round and joins to the house like this. I then want another row of spruce wood stairs that just sits one row up and inwards, and then it kind of just sits inside the empty space like this. And then, it might be easiest to do it from this angle. I want a row of upside down spruce wood stairs, like so, that just sits underneath. So we want this sort of effect. And we can even add another one too, so it looks a little bit less goofy. So we just want to have something which should look like this. What we are then going to do is we are going to make an entrance. So just to mark it out a little bit, there's going to be an entrance on the back of this porch, and it's going to be one row away from the end here, and we're just going to place a door in this position. So you can imagine it. We're just going to have a door in this position, and then we will have a gap, and then we'll have some windows and stuff like that. But again, I don't want to add all the windows until later. And speaking of doors, I mean, we have a door here as well. So up at the top of the staircase, it sits right in the middle of the row of 3 spruce woods, and it just sits here in the wall quite nicely. What else do we want to have? Well, on this outer corner here, we're going to place a spruce fence, and we're going to leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, and then on this 4th block here, we're going to have another spruce fence extend upwards. And the point of this is that we can then place a spruce wood stair on top of each of these. The stair then wants to extend inwards, and it wants to join to the roof, and we just want to have something which should look like this. We're going to delete those middle stairs here, and then we're going to... The effect that we're looking for, of course, is the regular sort of roof effect that we would achieve just by making like a regular roof. The only difference is that we have to kind of like blend it into the actual roof itself, and that also means extending a row of slabs like this. And then we're just going to place upside down spruce wood stairs underneath all of this. So underneath here and here and planks here, and this is what we're going to have. Like this. That looks pretty good. If you want, and I do think that this does look better, so, you know, this is up to you. I'm going to overhang a row of spruce stairs hanging off the side of the house, and we're just going to have something which should look like that. So I'm quite happy with how that turned out. That's what that wants to look like. What else do we want to do? Well, we actually want to do a similar thing with the main entrance. It's actually the same. We want to take the spruce fence that we have on the left and right hand side here. We're going to add a spruce fence on top of each of these fences. I do believe only the one, yeah. And we're going to place a spruce wood stair on top of them sideways, and we're going to place the spruce stairs, and we're going to extend them backwards, and they're going to join to the house like this. They also want to overhang the build pretty much just by one row too, just because it almost always looks better. I mean, I've never seen it look worse. So we're going to have it overhang the build just by one. We'll also have the spruce wood slabs that kind of just sit up above, and then we can just place the upside down spruce wood stairs underneath like this. And then spruce wood planks in between right at the top. Perfect. There's going to be a door right in the center here. It's going to be right there, as you might imagine, just as we have placed it pretty much everywhere else. It's even a level with the back door too. Left of the actual doorway here, for some reason I opted to place a spruce wood plank, and that's going to have a little plant on it. So this is the general structure of the house, ladies and gentlemen, and we are rapidly approaching the point in which we are going to be placing windows. So the windows are rather easy to place, and we'll start with the front and we'll just kind of work our way around a little bit. On the front left-hand corner of the house here, I want you to, from this corner, move to the right by one, destroy 2 rows above. We're going to place glass in them. Easy. We're then going to place spruce trapdoors left and right of the window because I like the effect. Preferably, we'll place the spruce trapdoors the right way. We're going to leave a gap of 2 above this window, and then we're going to actually have the exact same window. So if you just leave a gap of 2, extending upwards, exact same window. I mean, hopefully it should be quite easy to do. To the right of this window, I want you to destroy 3 rows. That's right, it's going to be 3, and we're going to place a 3 wide window just here. And then we're going to place spruce trapdoors left and right of the glass pane, and we will have this. That is looking absolutely perfect. I love how that looks. Fantastic. There are no more windows on the front of the house, but there are some on this side. On the side of the house here, all we have to do is, once again, we'll leave from the bottom left-hand corner here, we're going to move inwards, upwards, diagonally, and we're going to destroy 2 rows going up and 2 rows going to the right. We'll leave a gap of 1, and then we'll destroy 2 rows to the right and also 2 rows up like this. So we'll be pretty much just we're just copying the window that we have just left of us. What we then want to do is we want to use the spruce trapdoors on the sides of the windows, in between them, and it will give you a pretty cool effect like this. Above these particular windows, I felt as though, and you might feel the same thing, if you kind of look at the house from this angle, it looks almost as if there's a little too much oak, so I added a row of spruce stairs kind of just above them, and for me it seemed to just fix that, so you know, that's up to you. On the back of the house, there are more windows. There's actually a window, like, literally, where we have the spruce trapdoors. We have the same set of spruce trapdoors on the back of the build. We have the same little 2x2 window, and then we have the spruce trapdoors on the opposite side, and then glass pane in between them, so literally the same thing. And then left of this window there is yet another window, so we can literally just destroy a 2x2 space, and then we can place these spruce trapdoors on the opposite side here like this. That's looking pretty good. And then just up above here on the second level of the house, just literally directly above, and if you take this as a marker where we have the spruce fence that joins to the house, if you leave a gap of 1 between it, then we can place some more windows. They're actually exactly the same as the windows that we have on the front. So we have a 2x2 window right in this corner. We have a gap, and then we have a 2x3 window right next to it as well. So that works out perfectly. And of course, what can we do? We can place the spruce trapdoors next to the windows like this. Yeah, there we go. So that looks perfect. And that is most of the house complete, ladies and gentlemen. Most of the house complete. I'm going to be adding a small window on the side here, but that is because of the way that I've particularly done the interior. And all you have to do, just to, if you want, just to liven up the outside a bit, you may want to grab some leaves, lanterns, spruce buttons, flower pot. I'm liking the saplings a lot. I'm starting to enjoy using those. And I've got a shovel here too. So what we're going to be doing around the house, it's so simple. Going to be adding a doorbell to the house in the form of a button. On top of this spruce plank here, I'm going to be adding a plant. On the left-hand side of the house here, I'm just going to add like a little bit of hedge just underneath all of these windows like this. On the back of the house, I'm also going to be I'm just going to shovel out a little grass path here that kind of like joins and extends outwards. I'm also going to add like a little doorbell to the next to the door up here, and if you want you can even add like the same like little flower pot that we have kind of below, so it kind of just shows you where the entrances are, if it's not already obvious, I guess. On the back of the house, I mean, we can do the same thing. We could even make it the same as the front and the top as well. Like you could add just the plants everywhere there's an entrance. I think it'd be nice. Feel free to, I like adding lanterns kind of just along the sides of this house, so just on the rails of the house, if you could call it the rails. I kind of like just adding lanterns, and that just provides a nice amount of light. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what the house should look like once it has been 100% fully completed on the outside. Of course, do feel free to manipulate the house even more. Do feel free to make it completely different and do make it your own. But at its base level, this is the structure of the house complete. Which means I can now head inside and I can get to work on the inside for you, and I can show you what I think it could look like, or what I would like it to look like on the inside. I'm of course not going to be doing that on recording because it will take a really long time, but once I'm done, I'll give you a nice good look at the house and you can take some inspiration, hopefully, and maybe you'll get some ideas for what to do to the interior of your house. So this is what your house will look like once it has been 100% fully completed. Of course, we have already taken a look at the outside, so we are now going to head into the house and see what I've done for the inside. I'm actually really happy with the inside. I really like the survival feel that you get down here. So the first level of the house, we have a set of armor, we have a little bit of storage, we have all kinds of smelting and melting, we have a little bit of a brewing area, we have a place to keep all of our uncooked meats, so that's just a bit of a storage area, and it's nicely hidden underneath where these stairs are as well. I've opened up the house a bit. We have a nice little enchantment library underneath the stairs as well. The whole place feels very, very cozy. I really like it. Upstairs, we have every single crafting implement that we could possibly ever need, and we even have some more storage of some more impressive things, and we have a bed suspended from the roof as well. What more could you possibly want? And that's it. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really helps me and the channel out very much. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing and clicking that little bell next to the subscription button. That will ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub bot. And if you do want to make anything else by me, check out the card system description below at the top of the comment section for more. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.